samsara dava naladita loka shanaya karuna ganatvam. Paptasya kayana gunaravasya Ande kuroshi charanarabindam. Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Paditya Madhyam Manasura Sena. Omachakam Pasutaranga Bhajo Bande Guroshi Sharanarvindam. Shivigrahara dana nichanana shingara tan mandira marginalo. Yuktasya bhaktam saniyunjatopi Pande gururshi charanarabindam. Chaturvidashi Bhagavat Prasada Swadvana Chirtan Hari Bhakta Sangha. Kintu Prabhuya Priyaiva Tasya Bande Gururshi Charanaravinda. Kinta Prabhuya Priyaiva Tasya Bande Gururshi Charanaravinda. Samsara dava naladita loka Brande guroshi charanaravinda. Shiradika madhavayurapara Madhurya lila gunarupa nana shiladi. Pratikshana swadana lolupasya Pande gururshi charanarabindam. Nikunjayuno ratikeri siddhai Chaya libi yutin abhiksanina. Akati daksha rati ballavasya Pande guroshi charanarabindam. Chakshadari Tena Samasta Sasti Yuktastata Bhavyateva Sadhi Asha Kintu Prabhu Ya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Yasha Prasada Nagati Katopi Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Yasha Prasada Nagati Katopi Dayam Stutvam Stasya Yasasti Sandam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Dayam Stutvam Stasya Sasti Sandam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shri Krishna Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Bacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavani Bhaskatya Nizatarine Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Bacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavani Bhaskatya Nizatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Mola Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Nitai Gora Haribol, Haribol, Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Haribol. Nitai Gora Premanandi Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Pararajikachasta Tarasatara Shishimad. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Pararajikachasta Tarasatara Shishimad. His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Namacharya, Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gogopinath Samakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapura Dham Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Jamuna Maya Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to the Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada Patita Bhavani Ki Jai. Vrindaye tulsi devai priyaye Kesavaishacha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye tulsi deva priyaye Kesavaishacha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye tulsi deva priyaye Kesavaishacha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye tulsi Devi Marani ki jai.
Namo Nama Tulasi Krishna Preyasi Namo Nama Tulasi Krishna Preyasi Namo Nama Radha Krishna Seva Pabo Eya Bilasi Radha Krishna Seva Pabo Eya Bilasi Chetomara Sharanaloy Tara Vansha Purna Hoy Kripa Kori Koro Tare Vrindavana Vasi Moraeya Bilas Bilas Kunje Diovas Nayane Heri Bosada Jugala Ruparasi Nivedana Daro Sakiranu Koro Seva Adhikara Diye Koro Nijadasi Krishna Dase Koi Eye Namora Hoy Shri Radha Govinda Preme Sadaye Navasi Shri Radha Govinda Preme Sadaye Navasi Yani Kani Cha Papani Brahma Hatyati Kani Cha Tani Tani Pranashanti Pradakshina Pade Pade Yani Kani Cha Papani Brahma Hatyati Kani Cha Tani Tani Pranashanti Pradakshina Pade Pade Yani Kani Cha Papani Brahma Hatyati Kani Cha Tani Tani Pranashanti Pradakshina Pade Pade Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Tusi Maharani Jaya Vrinda Devi 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 Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Jai Keshvascha, Vishnu Bhakti.
Jai Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. Oh Tulasi, beloved of Krishna, bow before you again. In service of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Whoever takes shelter of you has his wishes fulfilled. Bestowing your mercy upon me, make your rest in Vrindavan. I desire the most supreme residence of Sri Vrindavan. That's within Mahavishnu. Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahuda Nitya Sarvasaktis Tadrapita Niyamitak Smaranina Kala Etadrisita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Jasi Samihajani Nanuraga Trinadapi Sunichena Tarurapi Sahisnuna Manina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Tadanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhakti rahaitaki tvai ailam datanujukinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam buddho kripaya tava padapankajasti tatulisad visam chintaya nayanam gadas rudadaya vadanam gadyadarudaya jira kulakaya nisitam vapu kada tavanamagrahani bhavishyati Yugayitam nimesena chakshusha parvasayitam sunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahename aslisya va padaratam pinastumam anarsanam mamahato karotu va yata tata va vidatu lampato mat pranatastu saevanaparaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai Glory to the Shri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction from humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which you are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to the living beings. And thus, you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. They are not even uninvested spiritual energies. O my Lord, having kindness enables us to easily approach you within 5 times. Oh, Almighty Lord, I have no I only want to close with the words. I am the eternal Son. Please pick me up in possession of God. Place me under Adam. Oh my God. In my eyes, particularly with Jesus above. When my voice goes up to my mother hair from my body, the recitation of your holy name. Oh Govinda, feeling your separation, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years ago. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he hands me roughly by his embrace, or makes me brokenhearted by not being present before me. He's completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. There are 10 offenses in the matter of chanting the holy names of the Lord that should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the deities who dedicate their lives to propagating the holy names of the Lord. 2. To consider names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to independent names of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as imagination. 6. To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are often in Vedas as fruitive activities or karma kanda. 9. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have a complete faith in the chanting of holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions in this matter. It is also an offense to be an attentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava is carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Now let us offer our most humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desire trees that can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vanchakalpatarabhyascha kripasindarbhyevich patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnava Thakur ki jai. Shrimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadasya yato niviyad itaratas charte suavidya swarat. Tene Brahma Hidaya Adhikavaye Muyanti Yat Surayaha. Tejo Varimidam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mesha. Damna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhukam Satyam Param Dhimahi. O my Lord, Shri Krishna, Son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes, of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations. And he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen on fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature, appear factual although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Shri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material worlds. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Dharma Pojita Kaitrovo Tra Paramo Nirmatsanam Satam Vedyam Vastavamatra Vastu Shivadam Tapatrayon Mulanam Shibad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim Vapurir Ishwaraha Sadyo Hridi Avarudyate Tra Krite Behe Susu Sabis Takshanat. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Nigama kalpataro galitam phalam sukhamukad amrita dravya samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasam alayam muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavakaha. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful, even though its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 10, verse number 26. But before we get to that verse, I wanted to go over something that we discussed yesterday, and that is that the Lord has three transcendental, let's say, attributes: Sad Aishwarya, Asta Siddhi, and Asta Guna. This is also explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the prayers by the personified Vedas. And there it says, because of their poor fund of knowledge, the Mayavadi philosophers forget the fact that Krishna is always full with 6 opulences, 8 transcendental qualities, and 8 kinds of perfection. The 6 opulences are wealth, beauty, fame, strength, knowledge, and renunciation. No one is greater than or equal to Krishna in these 6 opulences. The first of Krishna's 8 transcendental qualities, so now he's going to discuss the Asta Siddhis. Usually what happens is when we look these things up on the internet, we usually end up on impersonalist pages, and sometimes they give different explanations of these things. Not all the time, but sometimes they do. Anyway, this is Prabhupada's explanation. It says the 6 opulences, okay, the first of Krishna's 8 transcendental qualities is that he is always untouched by the contamination of material existence. This is also mentioned in the Ishopanishad, Apapavidam. So you see he's giving correspondence now between Srimad Bhagavatam and Ishopanishad. It's the prayers by the personified Vedas. Yeah. Just as the sun is never polluted by any contamination, the Supreme Lord is never polluted by any sinful activities. Although Krishna's actions may sometimes seem impious, he is never polluted by such actions. Okay, so that's one. So he gave some, let's say, more depth of understanding, and based on basically the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Ishopanishad, Nectar of Devotion, Chaitanya Charitamrita. These are the main authorities in Krishna consciousness. When you say Ishopanishad, it includes all the Upanishads. There are 108 Upanishads. Right? The second transcendental quality is that Krishna never dies. In the Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter, he informs Arjuna that both he and Arjuna had many appearances in the material world, but that he alone remembers all such activities, past, present, and future. This means that he never dies. Forgetfulness is due to death. As we die, we change our bodies and forget. So this is 4th chapter, verse number 4. Where Krishna says that, in verse number 5, Bahuni me vititani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veda parantapa. 4.5. Okay, then, otherwise, how could he remember that he first taught the yoga system of the Bhagavad Gita to the sun god Vivaswan? Therefore, he never dies, nor does he ever become an old man. Although this proves that the Christians, the Jews, and the Muslims don't understand God. At least the Muslims, they say you can't represent God in any pictorial way or statue or whatever. So they don't try and go there. But the Jews, and especially the Catholics, they represent God as an old man. So they don't really understand that much about God. Although Krishna was a great-grandfather, when he appeared on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he did not appear like an old man. Krishna cannot be polluted by any sinful activities. So, all right, so he never dies. Number 3, he never gets old. Number 4, he cannot be polluted by any sinful activities. So, number 1 was he's always untouched by the contaminations of material existence. So that would mean like the 3 modes of material nature. Now he's saying he's never polluted by any sinful activities. So he may commit acts that look sinful, but they're not sinful. Krishna never dies. Okay. He never becomes old. Krishna is never subject to lamentation. That's another one. Krishna is never hungry. That's another one. And he is never thirsty. That's another one. Whatever he desires is perfectly lawful. And whatever he decides cannot be changed by anyone. These are the 8 transcendental qualities of Krishna. Beside that, Krishna is known as Yogeshwara. He has all the opulences or faculties of mystic powers. So now he's going to get into the mystic powers. Right? He doesn't name all of them, but he means the main ones. Such as anima siddhi, the power to become smaller than the smallest. It is stated in Brahma Samhita that Krishna has entered even within the atom. Andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam. Says Brahma Samhita 5 point what? That's 530 something. $535. Ikopyaso rachayatum jagranda kotim yaschaktirasti jagdanda chaya yadanta anantarasta paramanu chayantarastam govinda maripurisham tamaham bhajami. So he's present, he's smaller than the smallest. Right? Similarly, Krishna as Garbhodakshay Vishnu is within the gigantic universe, and he is lying in the causal ocean as Mahavishnu, as a body so in a body so gigantic that when he exhales, millions and millions of universes emanate from him. This is called Lagima Siddhi. Is that right? No, Mahima Siddhi. I'm sorry, Mahima Siddhi. So okay, so Anima Siddhi, and then Mahima Siddhi. So smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. Krishna has the perfection of Lagima. he can become the lightest. It is stated in Bhagavad Gita that it is because Krishna enters within this universe and within all atoms that all planets are floating in the air. So it's a mystical power of Krishna that makes things lighter than the lightest. Krishna also has the perfection of prapti. He can get whatever he likes. And similarly, he has the thing called isita, controlling power. He is called the supreme controller, Parameshwara. In addition, Krishna can bring anyone under his influence. This is called vasita. So he stops right there, but there's 6, so there's another 2 that we named yesterday. Kamava Saita and Prakamya, yeah, something like that, yeah. Okay, so in this way, Krishna is endowed with all opulences, transcendental qualities, and mystic powers. No ordinary living being can compare to him. Therefore, the Mayavadi's theory that the supersoul and the individual soul are equal is only a misconception. The conclusion is therefore that Krishna is worshipable and that all other living entities are simply his servants. This understanding is called self-realization. So it's a nice definition of self-realization. Any other realization of oneself beyond this relationship of eternal servitorship to Krishna is impelled by Maya. In other words, any other understanding is Maya. So the Mayavadi's understanding is Maya. The atheist's understanding is Maya. The Karmakandi understanding is Maya. Yeah. It is said that the last snare of Maya is to dictate to the living entity to try to become equal with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is what most modern, in the past also, yogis and so-called gurus are teaching. You can become equal with God. The Mayavadi philosopher claims to be equal to God, but he cannot reply to the question why he has fallen into the material entanglement. So this is the one question that Mayavadis can't answer. They'll say, oh, it's my Leela. Yeah, sure. It's my Leela to become subjected to Maya. So that's a nonsense answer. If he is the supreme God, then how is it that he has been overtaken by impious activities and thereby subjected to the tribulations of the law of karma? When the Mayavadis are asked about this, they cannot properly answer. The speculation that one is equal to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is another symptom of sinful life. So this Prabhupada is going even farther. That means people who espouse this theory, they actually are engaged in sinful activities. One cannot take the Krishna consciousness unless one is completely freed from all sinful activities. So that's Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, 28th verse. Esam tvantakatam papam jananam punya karmanam tejvanda mohanir mukta vajantimam dhritarataha. So 28th verse, yes, 7:28. The very fact that the Mayavadis claim to be one with the Supreme Lord means that he is not yet freed from the reactions of sinful activities. Srimad Bhagavatam says that such persons are avisuddha buddhaya. So he connected Bhagavatam verse, this is avisuddhaya, yeah. Okay, let me quote that verse. 1 second. Page 70. Let's see. That's it. Ravindaksha Vimuktamanina. No, that's not it. That's the verse, though. Yene Ravindaksha Vimuktamanina. Twaye Ased Bhavad Abhisuddha Buddhaya. Okay. 10 to 32. Okay. Okay, oh, I got it, yeah. It is, right, it's 211. This book makes mistakes sometimes. Yeah, 10 to 32, thank you. Yene Ravindaksha Vimuktamaninas Twayi Asta Bhaved Avisuddha Sudaya Buddhaya Arura Krichena Param Padam Tata Patanti Adyo Nadrita Yusmad Angrayaha. Okay, so that is 10 to 32. Very famous. He always quotes the third line. Arura Krichena Param Padam Tata Patanti Adyo Nadrita. Someone may say that aside from devotees who always seek shelter at the Lord's lotus feet, there are those who are not devotees, but who have accepted the different processes for attaining salvation. What happens to them? In answer to this question, Lord Brahma and the other demigods said, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, but their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. Really nice verse. Yene Ravindaksha Vimuktamanina Twayi Astabhaved Avisuddha Buddhaya. Okay. And then it says, they falsely think themselves liberated and at the same time think themselves equal with the absolute truth. Their intelligence is not purified. Avisuddha Buddhaya. The personified Vedas said that if the yogis and the jnanis do not free themselves from sinful desires, then their particular process of self-realization is never successful. Well, this is the problem even for us. We can be following Krishna consciousness, but still we can be harboring sinful desires in the mind. And the only way to root that out is, see, we can stop sinful activity, but we haven't stopped sinful desires. And we can only root that out by constant hearing and chanting and associating with devotees. Dear Lord, the personified Vedas continued, if saintly persons do not take care to eradicate completely the roots of sinful desires, they cannot experience the supersoul, although he is sitting side by side with the individual soul. Samadhi, or meditation, means that one has to find the supersoul within himself. One who is not free from sinful reactions cannot see the supersoul. If a person has a jeweled locket on his necklace but forgets the jewel, it is almost as though he does not possess it. Similarly, if an individual soul meditates but does not actually perceive presence of supersoul within himself, he has not realized the supersoul. Persons who have taken to the path of self-realization must therefore be very careful to avoid contamination by the influence of Maya. Srila Rupa Goswami says that a devotee should be completely free from all sorts of material desires. Iha yasya harir dasya kamana manasajira akilasvapya vastasu jivan mukta sa uchyate. That's the definition of jivan mukta, liberated soul. Everything in their life is directed toward pleasing Krishna. Their mind, their senses, their intelligence, their money, everything. So Srila Rupa Goswami says that a devotee should be completely free from all sorts of material desires. A devotee should not be affected by the results of karma and jnana. One has to simply understand Krishna and carry out his desires. That is pure devotional stage. The personified Vedas continued. Mystic yogis who still have contaminated desires for sense gratification are never successful in their attempt, nor can they realize the supersoul within the individual self. As such, the so-called yogis and jnanis who are simply wasting their time in different types of sense gratification, either by mental speculation or by exhibition of limited mystic powers, will never be liberated from conditioned life and will continue to go through repeated births and deaths. For such persons, both this life and the next life are sources of tribulation. Such sinful persons are already suffering tribulation in this life, and because they are not perfect in self-realization, they will be plagued with further tribulation in the next life. Despite all endeavors to attain perfection, such yogis, contaminated by desires for sense gratification, will continue to suffer in this life and the next. Well, that's scary because one can stop physically engaging in sense gratification and still have a mind that's meditating on it. And in the Bhagavad Gita it says, such a person is mityachara, a pretender. This is the 3rd chapter, 6th verse, yes. So, yes, it says, Indriyartan vimudatma mityachara sa uchyate. One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes itself and is called a pretender. Prabhupada says, there are many pretenders who refuse to work in Krishna consciousness, but make a show of meditation, while actually dwelling within the mind upon sense enjoyment. Such pretenders may also speak on dry philosophy in order to bluff sophisticated followers. But according to this verse, these are the greatest cheaters. For sense enjoyment, one can act in any capacity of the social order, but if one follows the rules and regulations of his particular status, he can make gradual progress in purifying his existence. But he who makes a show of being a yogi while actually searching for the objects of sense gratification, must be called the greatest cheater, even though he sometimes speaks of philosophy. His knowledge has no value, because the effects of such a sinful man's knowledge are taken away by the illusory energy of the Lord. Such a pretender's mind is always impure, and therefore his show of yogic meditation has no value whatsoever. So this is exemplified by so-called Bhagavan Rajnees, so-called Nityananda, the present avatar on the earth. These are all pretenders. They're all nonsense. Their mind is contaminated with desires for sense gratification, and because of that they fall down. And so-called Bhagavan Rajnees fell down, and the so-called Nityananda also has fallen down, and many others, Asaram Babu, this one, that one, they're all nonsense. They have certain powers. They can do meditation, they can remain silent, but their mind is still dwelling on sense gratification. And the fact that they don't really engage in devotional service shows that they have no knowledge at all. The knowledge has been defeated. And then there's another verse, I don't know if I'm going to find it right now. One can be happy neither in this life nor the next. I'll have to find that later. Let's see. And for such people, there's no happiness. Oh, no, okay, I know where it is. In the fourth chapter. Fourth chapter, it says, fourth chapter, 40th verse, Ajnashastra dadana shas samsayatma vinasyati. Nayam lokusti na paro na sukam samsayatmanaha. But the ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness, they fall down. For the doubting soul, there is happiness neither in this world nor the next. So this is a little bit different point, but it is a little bit similar that people who make a show of either devotion or usually of yoga, but don't really have full faith in Krishna. They still have their doubts. Like, for example, Gandhi said he didn't believe that Krishna existed. And this Asat Guru, he also says, why you want to meditate on someone or read some old book that's 5,000 years old when I'm present before you right now? You know, in other words, you don't need to read the Vedic literature. Just listen to what I say, he's saying. Then Prabhupada said this is the technique of the false gurus. They downplay the importance of the Vedas and they upgrade their statements. Right? They are a so-called living guru. Right? And that's their technique. So, because if they have to support everything they say with Shastra, then they can't mislead the people so easily. Or if they do use Shastra, they misinterpret it to support their thesis that they themselves have become God. Okay, so I thought I wanted to add these points today before we go on to the next verse. Because the previous verse had a lot of important points in it, and I want to discuss them. Are there any questions? So, all right, we'll stop there then. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, glories to Srila Prabhupada.